Fala galera, beleza, beleza? Aqui quem fala é o Rick. Bora começar uma nova série aí, Alan Wake. Tô jogando em remasterização aí do PS5. Tá top demais, hein? Bora lá. Galera, já se inscreve no canal aí, ativa o sininho. Opções, controles, gráfico, beleza, chique, áudio, ok, legenda sim. Cara, o cachorro começa a latir bem na hora que você começa a gameplay, é incrível isso. Novo jogo. Vou jogar no normal. Bora lá.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late.
Caraca, hein?
He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again.
Ô louco, sumiu? Mano, esse jogo faz episódio 1, Pesadelo. Esse gente me deixa em choque. Faz lembrar muito Silent Hill. Câmera. Ele é bem estilo assim. Olhe para cima. Ah, tá. Reverter os controles usados para baixo, sim ou não? Ah, não, vou deixar assim. Você pode alterar as configurações da câmera na tela na opção menu. Segura L1 para ele correr. Ok.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Ponto de controle alcançado. Ixi, é o cara lá, mano. Você é louco, velho. Ih, caramba. Ui, cacete, mano. Caraca, mano. Sinistro. Pressiona L1 para se esquivar. Ui. Muito bem. Muito bem mesmo. Como é que eu saio daqui? Ui. Quase. Muito bem.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
Cara, o jogo já começou já na adrenalina. Olha. Corre, corre. Você é louco, mano. Vai, filho, corre. Ixi, tá cansado já. Um cara lá, tem um cara lá. Rápido! Mano! Rápido, entra. Vamos entrar logo mesmo então. Rápido, rápido. Cadê o cara? Ah, sacanagem. Ué. Eita. Sem saída. Olha. E agora, velho? Como é que eu saio, gente? Ué? Siga a luz. Vamos para o refúgio. Aqui. Caraca, mano.
For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light.
Siga minha luz. Você é louco.
The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun. Now you'll die. done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Caraca, mano. Que jogo sinistro. Tem a munição aqui, né? Tem mais cara aqui. Ai, caramba. Ih, caramba. Mas tá cheio de cara aqui, velho. Vai pra luz, vai pra luz. Ah, mano, que mentira, cara. Ah, o cara correu mais que eu. Caraca, mano. Era. Acabar a bateria. Cara, é difícil, hein? Ô, louco! Não sabia disso não, velho. Nossa. Corre, filho, corre, filho. E caramba, mano. Nossa, ele cansa, cara. Vai. Nossa. Cara, que jogo, mano.
Baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine.
Nossa.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Que sonho. Galera, já deixa aquele like, ajuda bastante aí. Agora não é sonho, né?
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of him telling about it.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Bain, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host of the local radio station. Any chance I can get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be this. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely hour.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. So you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got it.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Volte para o carro.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord. A Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake, Alan Wake. Oh, God, I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all of your books. I got the cut up from the bookstore.
Encontre
They took it out of the
Stuckey.
window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, because it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Right. So much for a quiet vacation. Yeah, that makes two of us.
Alan Wake.
Are you staying
Do
on?
me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number
Número
6
6.
in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious?
coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about, yes!
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stucky, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did. Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Saia da lanchonete. Essa véia é estranha.
It's a special place. Very inspiring. You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
The Andersons. They're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! You're... Keys!
Tava só dar uma ajustada no som aqui, galera.
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on PBF
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks from the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your...
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right.
Ponto de controle alcançado.
I'll
Não
get
se
you inside
preocupe,
safe and sound
mostraremos
before it gets dark.
salvos
And I've
lá
got the
dentro.
flashlight.
Antes de
I know.
escurecer.
I'm okay.
Tô bem.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Vamos lá então, né? Ai, ó, corvo aqui no bagulho, velho. Você é louco. Aí.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Ó.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of it before. Hello? Anyone here?
Garrafinha de café, não pode faltar um cafezinho. Vai dar ruim, vai dar ruim. Olha que tá, ih, caramba, mano. Vai dar ruim.
There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island. The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
Tem que ligar a energia. Descer lá fora, né?
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose, I
just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF-FM. Now some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
Aqui não liga a luz. Tem que ver onde que liga.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
Isso aqui fora.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Boa! Pronto, chalézinho legal pra passar a noite, nem é assombrado. Tem um porão aqui, velho. Oxi.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work.
Não, é sinistro o jogo, hein? É sinistro.
I thought we could be happy here.
Volte para Alice.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again. Alice? Honey?
Alice?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Caramba, hein?
Surprise!
Alice, what is this?
É uma máquina de escrever.
I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past.
Damn, Alice, everyone
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not...
Ué.
Alan? Alan?
I don't, just don't.
Ô, louco.
God damn it, Alice. God damn it.
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
De novo.
Alice? Alice? Alice!
Nossa, mano.
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all
Ai,
right!
caramba.
What the hell?
Ô, mas já cansou, cara. Você também. Precisa fazer mais.
Alice? Alice?
Exercício físico. O cara cansa. 5 metros já cansou? Nossa, mano.
Keep going, Alan. Wake up.
Alice?
Caraca, mano, que sinistro.
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice.
Alice.
The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot. Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartmann. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either. The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Caraca, hein?
Damn.
Nem vi, pareceu focar ali, mas perdi a cena.
Hello? Hello? Is someone there?
Cara, é sinistro o jogo, hein?
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Manuscritos.
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me.
Homem se virou para me encarar, seu rosto estava coberto de sombras, era difícil distingui-lo na floresta que nos cerca.
He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Cê é louco. Ih, caramba.
Please, I've been in an accident.
Siga a luz, mano. Tem que seguir a luz. Lá.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Tem que seguir a luz.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you! Phil! There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent
Nossa.
Carl Stucky. Please, Cabello. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square. Fair and square.
Caramba, onde que eu tenho que ir, velho? Ai, caramba! Você tá louco, mano. Siga a luz, filho, siga a luz. Você tá louco, cachoeira? Uia!
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
During your
Munição, munição.
it's the latest thing.
Yes.
Right Falls Sheriff Station.
Hello?
Eita! Sai, 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 sai! Caraca, mano. Ah, eu desviei, velho. Caraca, mano.
Fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick. Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Como é que eu saio daqui agora? Lá o posto de
The dark
gasolina.
forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season.
Uia! Ver se tem munição aqui. Munição ou pilha, né? Alguma coisa. Wake luta com possuídos no luz.
It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer.
Cê é louco. Rose sem
Rose knew
cuidado
she
com
had been
Wake.
gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Caraca. Não tem nada. Olha. Falei que essa veia aí é sinistra.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Que lado? Cafezinho, cafezinho. Aí sim. Ai caramba. Outro manuscrito. A chegada de Barry.
He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
Wrong. Ah, yeah.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Sai daqui, ô! Sai daqui! Ai caramba! Caraca, velho.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Olha. Missão. Ih, tá cheio. Não tem problema, já que eu volto aqui pra pegar mais.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Ai, caramba, sai, ai que burro. Morri. Ai, caramba. Ai, também quis ir já direto ali pegar o nosso. Matar esses caras aqui primeiro. Oi. Boa. Aí, garoto.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my...
Aí sim. Aí eu dou valor. Não tem nada. Não tem nada pra cá, né? Vamos ver se tem recurso aqui. Aí, ó. O que eu falei? Um cafezinho, filho. Cafezinho. Não pode deixar o cafezinho pra trás. Aqui mesmo? Acho que é, né? É. Deixa eu ver. É isso mesmo. Subir a escada aqui, ó.
I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walking.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks.
You have a good night now.
Caramba.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Só tem duas pilhas só.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Dá uma explorada aqui. Caramba, mano. O bagulho é sinistro, cara. Você é louco. Caraca, bicho. Ai, cacete. Nossa. Acabou minhas pilhas. Acho que aqui tem. Aê. Só ver se não tem nada aqui. Ui, caramba. Cara, não chega no posto.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds.
Cara, esse jogo é muito sinistro.
As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Hello.
Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Nossa.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. Night Springs.
Cê é doido.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Alice. Ah, caramba. Ah. Eita. Caramba, velho.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reached the lights of the gas station alive. I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice. After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting, at least for a moment. The sane world reasserted itself. The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now. Stucky spat on the garage floor and
Cuspiu no chão da garagem, tentou tirar as teias da aranha da sua cabeça. As coisas andavam estranhas desde que o casal não aparecia para pegar a chave. Uma sensação chamou sua atenção. Stuck olhou para cima e observou seguidamente enquanto seu cérebro tentava compreender o horror à sua frente. Ele tropeçou e derrubou uma lata de óleo. Uma poça escura se espalhou pelo chão enquanto ele lutava por alguns segundos e por fim cedia à escuridão impiedosa e o engolia. Tá fechado, pô?
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
I'll keep writing. Outside there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy? Was I losing my mind?
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake. Well, listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Alice. Cara, top, hein? Sinistro também.
On Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! Now, she's missing. Alice? Alice? I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Caramba, não havia nenhum chalé. Episódio 2 possuídos. É isso aí, galera. Vou deixar o episódio 2 para o próximo vídeo. Então se inscreve no canal, deixa o sininho aí, ativa o sininho. E até o próximo episódio.
Honey, I'm home.
Valeu, falou!
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.